Hello friends, let's study the eighth illustration. Dr. Abhinav Bharat started practice of medical practitioner on 1st April 2019. He gives you the receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2020 and the adjustments. The year is ending on 31st March 2020. It must have begun on 1st April 2019, isn't it? And this practice, the doctor started his practice on 1st April 2019. Means this is the first year of this not for profit concern. And this concern is engaged in what? Doctor services, hospital, a kind of, but charitable hospital. Means it's a not for profit concern engaged in medical services. Okay, you are asked to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet for the year ended 31st March 2020. So both the statements are here required to be prepared, and that's good. That's the complete solution. Look at the receipt side. To cash introduced means this is the first year of this organization, and the doctor has introduced rupees 25,000 into his concern. This is what the capital he contributed, means this is what the capital fund of this concern at the beginning of the year. Then visit fees is income, receipts from dispensary, that is also income, and sundry receipts, that is also income of such kind of hospitals. Then this hospital has paid for furniture, it has paid for equipments, means these two assets were purchased this year, will be shown on asset side. It also has paid for drugs means chemicals used in hospitals, you can call it as medicines simply, and that is expense, isn't it? So drugs, salaries, rent, conveyance, stationery, electrical charges, journals, all these are expenses of this concern. Conveyance is what? Traveling expense. When persons travel for our business, our concern, and the traveling expense is paid by the business. So this is business expense, the conveyance. Journals. See, journals, magazines, newspapers are expense for the concerns. Then drawings will be deducted from capital fund and by balance carried down, that is the closing balance of cash, that will be shown on asset side. So the summary of the cash book of this concern says that various incomes have been earned this year in the form of visit fees, receipts from dispensary, and other miscellaneous incomes, sundry incomes. And this concern has paid for couple of assets like furniture, equipments, means these assets were purchased this year, and it has spent some amount on various heads of expenses like drugs, salaries, rent, conveyance, stationery, electrical charges, journals. Drawings were also there of 15,000, and closing balance of the cash is just 2,000. That's fine. Now, additional information. First is about receipts in arrears. Receipts in arrears means accrued receipts, means the receipts that should have been made by the concern but not yet paid. This is amount receivable. 2,000 is receivable as visiting fees, and 500 are receivable for dispensary receipts. These are the incomes of this business not yet received. So these incomes will be added to the concerned income, means 2000 will be added to the visiting fees already received plus outstanding. Dispensary receipts rupees 500 will be added to the dispensary receipts that were received plus 500 to be received. Here you can see visiting fees rupees 10,000 was received this year, isn't it? As per the receipt side, 10,000 were received, and for this year rupees 2000 is accrued, means to be received. So total income for this year under the head of visiting fees is 12,000. This accrued visiting fees, in this topic it is called outstanding visiting fees, will be shown on asset side, isn't it? Same in case of dispensary receipts. It has received 30,000 already as per the receipt side information, and rupees 500 are of this year but not yet received. So total income under this head is now 30,500, and this accrued income is also eligible to be shown on the asset side. Has it been shown on the asset side? Just confirm it. Here it is. Accrued visit fees. I call it as accrued so that we won't get confused, because we have been using the word outstanding in connection with expenses till now. Here the word is associated with incomes. Anyway, outstanding receipts from dispensary 500. These two accrued incomes are shown on asset side. Fine. Now the second information is about outstanding expenses, rent 500 and salaries 1000. You know that how to deal with outstanding expenses. I am not going to repeat it. Simply add rupees 500 to the rent and rupees 1000 to the salaries and show the total expense in the outer column. Here it is. Salaries, as per payment side, we have paid 12,000 for this year and 1000 are to be paid. So total salary for the year is 13,000. As per payment side information, we have paid 6,000 as rent, and as per the adjustment 500 to be paid. Paid plus unpaid, total rent for this year now 6,500. And these two outstanding expenses will be shown on where? Liability side. Outstanding rent and outstanding salaries. Fine. So just like the final accounts of partnership firm, isn't it? Now the third information. The third adjustment is about stock of drugs was rupees 1000. Stock of drugs means stock of the chemicals having medicinal properties. Just take it as stock of medicines, rupees 1000. The meaning is that, try to understand, payment side says that, what does it say? What is the amount spent on drugs this year? What is that? 7,000. This year we purchased drugs of rupees 7,000. We thought this year we have used all these drugs, but adjustment says that though we purchased drugs of rupees 7,000 this year, we haven't used all these drugs this year. That means out of 7,000, drugs of rupees 1000 haven't been used this year. So only drugs of rupees 6000 have been used this year. So the expense is not 7000 on drugs, is just of rupees 6000 for this year. And this stock is asset for the business. Any kind of stock is asset for the business. So this closing stock of drugs will be shown on asset side 1000. Now it will be used next year, so it will be the expense of next year. Though we purchased drugs of rupees 7000, but we didn't used it. We used of rupees 6000, so only 6000 will be debited to this year and 1000 will get debited to the next year. Till then it will be shown on asset side. Understood? I hope so. It's not that much difficult. Now depreciation, furniture 8% and equipments 500. It's simple. Just deduct 8% of furniture. What is that? 8% of 8000, 640, and show the net amount in the outer column. Debit this depreciation on expenditure side, debit side of income and expenditure account. Same in case of equipments, deduct depreciation 500 as per the adjustment and debit it to expenditure side. By mistake they mentioned 5%, I think. Here equipments are eligible to be depreciated at rupees 500. There is no any rate given like 5% as we see here in the solution. By mistake they have printed 5% here. This 5% is not necessary. That's by mistake. Now one more important thing to bring it to your notice is, in this problem we see how many adjustments. Tell me how many adjustments are there. We see 4 adjustments, but actually there are 5 adjustments. One adjustment was not printed. And what was that adjustment? See here. You note it down. This is the 5th adjustment. This is the 5th adjustment to be added to this problem. What is that? 40% of conveyance. 40% of conveyance was for domestic purpose. Note it down in your hard copy. The 5th adjustment in this problem must be 40% of conveyance was for domestic purpose. Yes. Now in the solution we can see its effects. They have taken it into consideration while solving the problem, but they have not printed it in the problem. And that's the problem. Anyway, 40% of conveyance was for domestic purpose means what? The payment side says that. What does it say? What is the expenditure on conveyance as per payment side this year? We see this year we have paid 4000 on conveyance, isn't it? The current year's expenditure on conveyance is 4000 as per the payment side information. And we thought that this total 4000 expenditure was for this concern, for this hospital, but it's 40%. 40% of 4000 is 1600 was for domestic purpose. For domestic purpose means drawings. Business assets were used, business money was used for domestic reason, personal reason. Then this is not business expenditure, this is household expenditure, domestic expenditure called drawings. Therefore not rupees 4000 but just 2400. 60% of 4000. 2400 is for business purpose, for this hospital purpose, and 40% 1600 for domestic family purpose. So actual expense on conveyance is just 2400, not 4000. So from 4000 we will have to deduct 1600 in order to arrive at the actual expenditure on conveyance rupees 2400 in the outer column, and this is a kind of drawing that will be deducted from capital fund. Here it is, rupees 1600 deducted from capital fund. Got it? Fine. Now just have a glance at the total solution. Important adjustments I have shown you, explained you. Yet revise the solution now. Look at this, drugs 7000 but remaining drugs 1000. So actual drugs we used this year 6000. Salaries paid plus unpaid, total 13,000. Rent paid plus unpaid means outstanding, total 6,500. Conveyance 4,000. Out of that, conveyance of rupees 1600 for domestic. So actual expense on conveyance for this hospital is just 2400. Stationery, electrical charges, journals, expenses carrying no adjustments, depreciation on furniture and equipments. On the income side, visit fees we already received this year 10,000 and 2,000 is outstanding accrued. So total income 12,000. Dispense receipts already got 30,000. Will get 500 not yet received. Total 30,500 and send receipts. That's it. Fortunately, here this concern is in profit, but we can't call it as profit. It will be called surplus. The credit side, I mean income side, is greater than the debit side by rupees 12,000 for 60, and that difference is called surplus. And this good news is, I mean this surplus is now to be added to what? Capital fund. So here the amount with which the concern was started 25,000, the opening balance of capital fund, the cash introduced, then current year surplus added to it. The drawings as per payment side 15,000 given in the receipts and payment account minus additional drawings, and net balance of capital fund at the end of the year is now 20,860. Simple. Then outstanding expenses are shown as per the adjustment, second effect of that. And on the asset side, furniture minus depreciation, equipments minus depreciation, stock of drugs is asset, I told you. In the next year, this stock will be debited to in expenditure side, I mean will be debited to the receipts and payment account as it will be used next year. Then accrued incomes, here they are called outstanding incomes. Anyway, whatever may be, shown on the asset side, and the closing balance of cash, I mean receipts and payment account, shown on the asset side. I repeat, the thing that must be added to the problem is, in this problem one adjustment is missing and you are now advised to add that additional information to the problem, because that information have already been considered in the solution. It is not printed in the problem. Note it down. Now you are in a position to solve this problem in your notebook. I hope you are solving the problems in the notebook. You don't waste your time. Time is money, you know. So you, with the help of my video lectures, we can't call it as lectures, my video assistance, you get this problem solved in the notebook. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.